Captain's Jug of Thoughts podcast. Recorded at the Ontario House. The Stone Jug.
All right, we all good?
I think so.
Think so. All right. For everybody out there and for everybody listening, this is the Captain's Jug of Thoughts podcast.
We got a special podcast here tonight.
We are in the back of the jug. You can hear the hustle and bustle of the jug. We talk about the jug a lot, but this time you actually get to hear the atmosphere of it.
Yep. So we're doing a live podcast here today.
We're under the moose.
We are under the moose.
What was didn't the moose have a name? Was it Mussolini?
Mussolini?
Mussolini, I think it was.
That's Hot Dog's dog's name.
Really?
Yeah.
Hot Dog's dog? That's confusing. Don't we have a good hot dog celebration?
Oh, we were going to... Yeah, Hot Dog. Hot Dog and Hot Dog's wife had their baby.
All right. Shout out to Hot Dog.
Shout out to Ryan and Lauren. Congratulations on your baby. It's very exciting. Everybody here at the Jug loves it.
Yeah. Congratulations on the little hot dog.
Yep. So we're doing a special podcast here tonight.
All right.
We got our buddy Bill from Labatt's here.
And Magic Hat.
And
Magic Hat's the beer we're promoting today.
We're promoting the Magic Hat beer here today. So we've got a Sabres ticket giveaway, and we're raffling off Sabres tickets, and we're giving away a bunch of pint glasses and T-shirts and koozies, and we've got one special hoodie. So we're about to have a lot of fun.
Yeah, there's a whole table full of merchandise here for everybody.
Yep.
Does anybody out there want Sabres tickets? Doesn't sound like it.
I heard one person.
Heard a woo. There's one dude's going to win the whole thing.
I think so. He's
Yeah, I know.
Contributing.
So we'll get their attention eventually.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I got your next one, too.
So the other day, I'm burying this suitcase of money in the backyard. I'm about to tell you exactly where it was.
We're going to show you the map and see if anyone here can actually find it.
This is the one time you're going to hear it. And, all right. Well, everybody lost out.
Yep.
Yeah, so
No money.
Yeah, we do the podcast about the bar culture, I guess. And tell us about Magic Hat.
The two beers we got on today. So I work for FIFCO, and FIFCO is actually a Costa Rican company that owns Labatt, Magic Hat, Genesee, Seagram's Escapes, a couple breweries out west. So we have a huge variety of beers, but today we're doing Magic Hat. We have the Circus Boy, which is a citrusy Hefeweizen, and then we have Easy Miles, which is a hazy pale ale. So it's like a light IPA, but it's low alcohol, so you could have a bunch of them. You could charge you can make your profit on it, but
Right.
It's not too expensive. It's not over the top.
Yep.
So anybody who buys a beer today gets to come and grab a glass or some swag.
Yep.
You want a free glass?
We got a bunch of stuff back here to give away, so.
Look at all this. It's all free. Come take it. You got to fill a thing out.
They will. It
Except
always
for a
just
few
takes one person to step up and do it first, and
Right,
then everybody
exactly.
else follows.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
it's-
how all my events go.
Yeah.
This is actually my first time out this far north.
Really?
Oh, yeah?
We're pretty
I
far
was-
north.
I know. I was all southern tier in northern PA for the last 4 years.
Uh-huh.
And then I came up here, and you were the nicest guy to me, so I figured we will do some. Or you asked me to do the event, and I was like, hell yeah! No other accounts do live podcasts in the back of a bar to talk about bar culture, which is awesome.
Right, yeah.
We are the last stop before Canada.
We
Yeah.
sure are.
I mean, typically when you do a promo in a bar, you want a couple good-looking girls,
There's a
and not
few
my
out
fat ass, walking around giving away pint glasses. So.
Yeah. Wait, I get to do it?
Yeah. I can tie my shirt up, but no one wants to see it. It's delicious. I appreciate it. Thank you.
What is it? Yeah. What
Oh,
do
you
we-
got you the Circus Boy?
It's fine. The Circus Boy's going down nice and easy.
Yeah, the Circus Boy's easy. That's a great beer, and we've been selling a ton of it lately.
Yeah, which is good.
Yeah.
I mean, we're really trying to reintroduce the whole brand into Buffalo again.
We've
just
been
'cause
doing a
with the-
keg pretty much weekly.
Yeah,
lately.
which-
So
I mean, that's the most anybody can say around this area, but the beer they brew is all fantastic.
right.
Just the craft culture is so big now.
It's
you
huge.
get lost in the shuffle, but
Yeah,
they're
It's
starting
really
to come
become
back.
quite the thing, hasn't it?
Absolutely.
It really has.
You still
And,
got to drink your blue lights though.
Magic Hat is really Magic Hat number 9 actually is one of the first beers that turned me on to the whole craft brew thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, I love number 9. It's great. I love the Circus Boy. This Easy Miles is really good too.
Yeah, this is their new one. It's going to be their all year round staple, kind of like their Magic Hat number 9.
Right.
They're really going to put a lot of money and focus behind this one just to kind of get the brand going through volume and accounts, so they could really put more money behind their innovation stuff. Because they do a lot of fancy beers.
Yeah.
They actually just released, it's called Magic Hat Divine.
Okay.
It's a wine hybrid, so they have a red one and they have a white.
Oh, wow.
I forget the grapes that are in the 2 white, but it's 51% beer.
Okay.
And then 49% wine. And then the red has a Pinot Noir grape and two red grapes, and then the white has they're doing a good 10% alcohol though.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it kicks you in the ass.
Yeah, you can only do a couple of those.
Yeah. But we have fancy sifter glasses that if you go pick up some of that too, you could
That is fancy.
grab a glass for that.
Nice.
It's classy.
Those are fancy.
Yeah.
So, like I said, we got it all here tonight.
Yeah, and we got some Sabres tickets in front of you there.
Yep. And anybody that buys a beer can fill out an entry form. We're raffling off some Sabres tickets in about an hour. So you got a good chance of winning them.
Yeah, you got a real good chance of winning them.
Quick hour. They're January 2nd versus the Oilers, who are now in the top 10 power rankings for the NHL. So the Oilers are doing well. Hopefully the Sabres get back up there soon.
Yeah, they need to. They got to start winning
their
again.
Asses kicked out in Sweden.
Yeah, they did.
Their home country, basically.
Yeah, right. Seriously. Yeah, they have. I think they've lost like 5 in a row now. And
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, most of the games have been pretty good games, though.
Yeah.
I mean,
I get my sports news from this show.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
I get it from him. Yeah.
Pretty much.
I watch out every game. I have to watch it. I don't care what I'm doing.
Right.
But
I know. I watch every game too.
yeah.
So the 2 o'clock in the afternoon ones are a little rough sometimes.
It was tough, but I was in and out of bars downtown, so I was watching them as much as I could.
Right.
That 1 o'clock Friday game.
Yeah.
They looked good, but from what I heard, they didn't play that well. Every time I started watching, they ended up doing pretty well.
Are you checking the volume?
We should mic them.
We should mic them?
Yeah. you
The
just-
crowd?
Yeah.
Just hang one from the ceiling?
Yeah, just plant microphones in there. And just pick up secrets
should.
on everybody.
We should just plant microphones in there. That would be fantastic.
Start our own little jug CIA. Just collect dirt on
You
everybody.
need to mic up the bartenders and
Yeah.
see what people have to say
yeah.
late at night.
Right?
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I
could
do a
get some
lot of
good
the late
content
nights
there.
here. You'd hear some shit, let me tell you.
I have to sift through it. And kind of like.
Some of the stories, they're like, come here, I gotta tell you something. I'm like, oh no. My boyfriend is such a bastard. I'm like, he's right next to you. Shh.
Yeah. They start thinking they're in secret areas.
What are you getting? You want to get on?
That's every single person.
Everyone always gets afraid when you try and put the mic in front of their face.
They walk. You know how like when a dog does something bad and it like won't look at you? That's what people do to the microphone.
That's what people do to
They
the
just
microphone.
start like pointing their face away from it, like it's yeah. She's got the glass. You got to go model the glass and the shirt to everybody at the bar.
Shirt's for you if you put it on. It's not the prettiest color.
I like it. It's earthy.
Yeah,
It is
there we go.
earthy.
Yeah.
Does it match the flavor of the beer? I guess.
The Easy Miles, it does.
Yeah,
Sort of. Hoppier beer.
right.
Yeah, the craft beer culture seems to really be a thing. When I walk around Buffalo now, every other building is like a brewery. Everything looks like Willy Wonka. There's all these giant vats and tubes and everything going everywhere.
Yeah, absolutely. And it just more and more keep opening them up. And Buffalo's brewing really good beer too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they really are. It's
Well,
really
they
tough
love
for
it.
us to compete with it. I mean, in our industry, all we're doing is fighting over draft lines constantly.
Yeah.
Right.
Where now for Labatt, it's almost like just give the breweries the draft lines. We just fight for the bucket specials. So it's always a fight. But I know some of these breweries, they're making really good beer. Thin Man makes a lot of good beer. Beltline, Resurgence.
I'm assuming
Yeah.
Big
Thin
Ditch.
Man is
Big Ditch is Hayburner. That's like the #1 IPA in Buffalo now, I think.
Oh yeah, we sell a lot of that here too.
Yeah.
Yeah, Thin Man. we're supposed to get Thin Man out here too.
I'm assuming that's a pretty ironic name for a
beer?
brewery. Yeah.
And that's another thing too. The craft beer, the names that they come up with are hysterical.
Yeah, that's what I was
know.
gonna say. Like, with the more the market is just blowing up, the more creative you have to be with gimmicks,
absolutely.
I guess, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
mean, every Buffalo brewery has a Buffalo style beer.
Yeah.
There's like Let's Go Pills, a Pilsner.
The Pilsner.
I think Resurgence has one too. I don't know if you've had it.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, it's what is it? It's a fan yelling something. It's slipping my tongue right now. It's a really popular phrase. I can't remember what it was, but they all have a specialty beer now.
Yeah, everybody's got them now.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and I'm sure every city has that. You know, they have their.
I mean, when you go into a different town, what are you looking to drink? I mean, if you're a domestic guy, you're going to get your domestics, but other than that, you're going to go to the local beer, see whatever they brew.
Yeah, you want to get
which is
something
why our
different, yeah.
industry is changing so much, and everyone thinks it's always like, craft beer versus big beer, but really it's beer versus wine and spirits, because wine and spirits are just hot.
Yeah.
And then Truly and White Claw
Yeah, Truly and White Claw are out there now.
can't compete with them right now.
Yeah, White Claw's huge, man.
Yeah, they've both gotten really big.
Is that
I
good?
think Truly's actually #1 in this market, in the Buffalo market.
And Truly is like a White Claw.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're like exactly.
White
the
Claw's
same.
nationally bigger, I think.
And then people have their Truly versus White Claw battle.
Right. But let's get back to Magic Hat.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, forget all of those.
Nah, that's what
It's
we're
a
here
Vermont
for.
brewery.
Those are all-
That's it.
That's a Vermont, yeah.
Just everybody here buy one, and
Yeah.
then you can enter to win some Bills tickets or Sabres tickets. Sorry.
Well, I gave all the information to Nicole, so she's back there. She's pressing them too.
Oh, perfect.
So
Yeah.
everybody out there should know it by now, which is probably half the reason they're not paying attention to us.
Yeah.
But it's we got a pretty decent crowd here for Tuesday night. I mean,
You can hear it.
you know.
Especially after the snow. I was surprised
Yeah, I know.
when I walked in here and you guys had a big crowd because it was dead all week.
Right.
The orders were very, very low this week.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
snow really just came out of nowhere, didn't it?
I mean, they warned us, but
Yeah.
it hit.
You never
Yeah.
believe them.
And that's the thing. I mean,
Especially
they
not down
tell you
here.
6 to 10 inches, and then, you're like, oh, we're from Buffalo, whatever.
Yeah.
We could get through that
Right.
easily.
Yeah,
And then it hits.
absolutely.
That was heavy snow. I shoveled twice yesterday. So.
Yeah.
Dude, on Sunday, I was raking my yard in
Right.
like a light, in this hoodie, this very hoodie, like
Yeah.
a light jacket. It was sunny and just raking, like, oh, a nice fall day.
Yeah.
And I was talking to my neighbor about the leaves, and gotta get them now, and blah, blah, blah. And today, Tuesday, I'm out there shoveling, like excavating a block of ice out
It
of
was
my
brutal.
driveway.
And
Right.
the leaves are still out there.
And my neighbor's husband comes out and we're talking about the snow, and I'm like, this was less than 48 hours later. This is so weird. We're just like,
I have a spot in my garage for the lawnmower, and then once winter comes, I replace it with the snowblower.
Right.
I couldn't get I had to shovel it. I couldn't
Yeah.
get the snowblower out because I know it's gonna melt, and then I gotta re-mulch all the leaves.
yeah,
I don't rake leaves. I just mulch them.
yeah.
That's all right.
It really hit, man, and it's just winter out of nowhere. There was no easing into it.
No.
But yeah, we got a lot of people out on. I mean, the Jug does become a place, like, especially like, the Halloween that happened in between now and the last show. We did a Papa Foxtrot show in the very spot I'm sitting now,
Yeah, we did.
and that was a good night. Shout out to everybody who came out for Halloween. But at one point, we were upstairs in the office, and the power went out. Remember?
Yep.
Because it was super windy.
Really?
It was
It was
violently
super
windy.
windy. Yeah, it was really windy.
How long did it go out for?
Like a second.
Yeah, like a.
Well, we
yeah.
heard
Oh
every-
yeah. I had a tree come down in my backyard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
it was scary.
Yeah,
Trees and
it was,
shit.
it was a brutal windstorm. I mean, we had 2 trees down in my neighborhood. It wasn't a tree, but I have really big trees in my backyard. And the branch that came down, I mean, it took 4 of us with 4 different chainsaws about 4 hours.
Wow.
Put it all at the end of the driveway, called the town to, they do the brush pickup, but I let them know that it was coming, that you're going to need like the bigger machine.
Yeah.
And they said, no problem. They never picked it up. And then I live in a cul-de-sac. They plowed today and just buried everything I had laying out at the end of the driveway.
Oh, God.
in snow. So it's going to be there till next year.
Yeah, yeah.
So if anyone needs some firewood,
Just come thaw it out. Yeah.
Come and take it out of my yard, please.
Yeah. I found a $100 bill in the leaves I was raking,
Really?
and then picked it. I was like, oh shit! And I picked it up, and it said United States of Halloween. It's like a joke $100
That's
bill
actually
from
hysterical.
Halloween.
Not for you, but as a joke, that's really funny to do.
Yeah.
Right.
Just put it in the leaves. Yeah.
People are going around just tossing them into people's yards.
Yeah. Gonna get someone real excited for a minute.
Yeah. Oh shit.
And it was like a little.
It's actually really funny.
It was a little bigger than like a normal $100 bill. So that's what gave me. I was like, is this seriously? Did I just seriously find this?
Yeah, but when you're raking leaves, you're exhausted. You see something like you're gonna think it's $100 bill.
And I'm like, this made all of this worth it. But alas, no. Cruel joke. But yeah, the Halloween, it was funny because we were upstairs in the office and there were still people down at the bar. And when the power went out, you just heard everybody downstairs like, woo!
Yeah, just, writing down the tabs. You got to do everything by hand, like the old days.
Yeah. The lights come back on, everything's gone.
It's happened here a bunch of times. People actually love it. People.
It's fun, man.
Or like real big snowstorms. This place gets packed.
Yeah, snow. What was November 5 years ago or October Storm? October Storm was like 10 years, right?
Yeah,
October
October Storm was
Storm,
like 10 years ago.
Then Snowvember, whatever, was like 5 years ago. In Hamburg, we all walked up to our neighborhood bar almost every single day. They ended up having enough food for pretty much the week.
Nice.
I think by Friday they were pretty much out, but
Yeah.
it was the best.
Yeah, that's fun, man.
Going to bars in snowstorms.
Oh, it is the
Especially
best.
this bar because it's such an old bar.
And it's
You know
just
what I
a
mean?
comfort bar.
Yes,
Very
Yeah,
exactly.
for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, there's been plenty of candlelight nights here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's
Yeah.
kind of,
They're romantic.
yeah. You know, I go to an Applebee's when the power's out. There's nothing, there's no warmth there.
No. Yeah, it's people actually they just love it in this town. They'll walk from all over the town and fucking come here.
Yeah.
If we get anything close to a blizzard,
Yeah.
you can guarantee
Well,
this
like you were
place will be
saying, it's
packed.
the only bar in town now that Mug and Musket closed,
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
was the Irish Rose, which was Brennan's, which was something else before.
Yeah, it's been a lot of bars.
Yeah, throughout
Yeah.
all of that, throughout like wasn't it like, you know, like at the end of Gangs of New York when like there's the headstone. If anybody's seen this movie, and then in the background you just see Manhattan build up, and the whole time over centuries that headstone's still there.
Yep.
And all the build. That's what the jug is.
Yep.
It's like
classic.
everything in the world has been growing up and changing. The jug stands strong, man. You
Yes,
can't
right.
take this. You can't burn it down. It's made of stone.
Right. You can't do anything.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
We got to do the one. You got to take me up to that room that's like locked in time that you were telling me about.
Oh yeah. The whole fourth floor.
The whole fourth floor is
Of
like,
this building?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. The whole fourth floor is like it's like 1902 up there. It seriously is. It's crazy. You walk up there and you're like, what the fuck?
it's just never changed. That's so creepy.
It's awesome.
Yeah,
I
it's
actually,
cool.
Yeah.
I actually, this girl that was in, I took Ryan Henderson and his cousin. His cousin was in town for the weekend. She's like, I gotta see it. I'm like, there's not even electricity up there. It's so old, you know, like.
Holy shit.
Yeah. So she's like, I need to see it. So like, when I closed the bar the other night, the three of us went up to the fourth floor.
Yeah.
Which freaks most people out. Like,
Yeah.
I'm like, don't get scared, you know.
You
like,
got ghost hunter equipment too?
Henderson was like, dude, I'm fucking weirded out, man. We got up there. He's like, dude, I'm super weirded out, man.
Really?
He's like,
Is
dude.
that cool?
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm
I want
like-
to see it now.
Yeah, I want to see it too.
First of all, you got to go through the ceiling to get up there.
Really? Can we bring the mics?
we could bring the phone and do like a
Yeah, there we go.
like a on the scene reporting.
Yeah.
Well, that's
We'll
what I
be
was
ghost
saying.
hunters.
You got to get like
Right.
some sort of like app on your phone that you can make beep and be like, oh, this is my ghost hunting app. And
Yeah.
Take people up there and have it just go boop 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 boop, and start freaking them out.
Yeah. It's inside you. Oh my God, it's you.
You're the ghost. You've been dead this whole time, like Bruce Willis. Here's a fact about a building that isn't this one. I was reading about the Boston Garden, and apparently when they were tearing it down in '98, they found like a monkey, like bones of a monkey.
Okay.
And it was like urban legend for a while, but I guess they really found it, and like they're assuming it was from like when the circus came through town, like one of the monkeys got loose and just lived in the rafters, 'Cause there was always like
Really?
a rumor that there was a monkey that lived at Boston Garden, like
Yeah.
when like the Celtics were playing in the '80s and shit like that. Like
No shit.
And there's a
Really?
monkey who like lives off hot dogs and peanuts. And when they tore it down, they found monkey bones. So I guess we found your monkey, Ringling
How out
Brothers.
of shape was that monkey?
Yeah, exactly. He's a big fat monkey drinking beers.
He's drinking
Yeah, he's
24-ounce cans.
Right. Just a fat, lazy monkey hanging out in the rafters.
Just heckling the crowd. Like someone's throwing shit at Larry Bird.
Just dropping deuces down there.
Yeah. These people are nuts. These Boston crowds are out of control.
Someone is throwing actual shit at the players.
So, yeah, I'm thinking we do the same thing here. We, if everybody buys a magic hat, you get a crowbar. We get up to the roof. We start ripping panels up and see what we find. There's got to be some animal up there.
Well, I guarantee it.
There we go. If not, we'll put a monkey up there and we'll lock it up for another 10 years.
Yeah, there we go. There's probably they'd probably find a lot of bats. Is
Yeah.
what we would find.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes they get down into the main part.
Yeah. You ever had a bat in here? Like
Oh
on the
yeah,
bar
I've
farm?
caught a few.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I think you did tell me that. How'd you
Yeah.
catch them?
We get one guy at one end of the bar with a broom, and the other guy at the other end of the bar with an empty case.
Yeah.
And you play
There are a couple pots
bat
and
and
pans.
bat.
It's kind of like playing hockey.
So they smack him with the broom, and you try and catch it with the fucking.
It sounds like that Harry Potter game where they're flying around on brooms.
Quidditch.
It's just like that.
Quidditch. It's like hockey in the sky.
It's just like that.
That sounds fun. We should do that on purpose.
Just
Yeah,
don't
actually,
call PETA.
It is fun.
Yeah. The shuffleboard's getting boring.
Like, some people get freaked out by it, but it's actually really fun.
How many games of darts can you possibly play?
So you smack them, you get them in the case, and then you take them outside and you throw them. And sometimes they're already dead. Sometimes, though, I think they come back to life and fly away.
It's like a fish. Like you put it back. It's all for sport.
Right.
It's just fun to catch them.
Yeah. We're not trying to purposely kill
No.
them.
Bat hunting licenses.
You got a permit for that.
Yeah.
For that
We're
broom.
controlling the population of mosquitoes.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot
Yeah,
of
if you
fun
never
stuff.
noticed, there's never mosquitoes around here.
Just staring down at the jug. But you feel good like looking at a full bar that you don't have to
is.
bartend at?
Oh, yeah. In any bar,
Well, I have
too.
to bartend tonight.
Oh, tonight?
Yeah.
Do you?
Oh, yeah.
What time's the shift change?
Well, I told her that she's got to stay until the end of the podcast. So,
So let's
couple
tell
hours.
some really long stories until all these people leave, right?
Right.
Looking at a bar like this, any bar with a shuffleboard is one of the best bars
Yeah.
you can go to.
Yeah, right?
They're tough to find nowadays, too.
I know.
Even pool tables. Shuffleboards and pool tables are tough to find.
We got a pool table in the back.
Pool table in the back.
Is there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
There used to
we
be,
got
See,
both.
it's the perfect bar.
Right.
It used to be right here. Before these bathrooms were here, this was a big open room.
Endo.
This is where we used to play. And there was a
Oh,
pool
really?
table here, and every week we would move the pool table, and Eddie would be like, "You guys got to put the pool table back," and we'd be like, "Yeah, totally, we got you." Every night, just never put the pool table back.
Yeah.
We were
for years.
we were just
sorry,
in-
Eddie.
we were just in Philadelphia. We have our national sales meeting every year, where it's like we invite all our distributors. So like Certo Brothers from here came, Try It came, but last year it was in Buffalo. This year it was in Philly. It was the week of leading up to the Philly-Buffalo game, so that sucked. But there's a bar out there called Spin, which is it's like a ping pong bar, brand new. Everything was brand new. But it was a huge bar. Had like 35 different ping pong tables all around. We had like we had 800 people total at
Wow.
this meeting.
Yeah.
So half of them were pretty much at the Spin Buffalo. And basically, out of all the 35 tables, they had just buckets of ping pong balls, and they had like 4 young kids just walk around all day scooping them up. So you never had to go get your ball. You just reached in and grabbed a new one. It was one of the coolest concepts of a bar I've ever been into.
Yeah.
I love ping pong. You
Yeah.
never see
Yeah.
those in bars either.
No,
So-
you never see those in bars.
That
Any
pro-
bar games is amazing. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
probably
absolutely.
sounded crazy. With like all those tables going at
wild.
once.
It was really wild. I mean, the place was huge, so it was fine. But there was a couple games on. There's a Sabres game on, which we got, and there's whatever the Thursday night football game was. So a lot of people were at the bar. It was just so loud, the ping pong balls.
Yeah.
It was all just
There was a spot. I mean,
It's all drowned out.
yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
It
we
was
do
really
a lot of
cool,
these.
though.
There's the Brooklyn Bowl. There was a spot in Cleveland I forgot the name of, but it's like this big, beautiful bar, and there's bowling alleys, you know, and it's
Yeah.
not like a kid's bowling alley. It's more like a hip.
But there's just a whole bunch of alleys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's not like a bowling
I
alley.
love that kind
It's
of
not
stuff.
a bowling alley with a bar. It's a bar with a few lanes. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? So
yeah.
it's more, yeah.
There's actually there's a bar in Cleveland called, I believe it's called Ontario House. Because we had our sales meeting the year before Buffalo, it was called Ontario House in Cleveland. But it was just this tiny, the bar was half the size of your bar, and then it just cut off. It was literally just a bar in a building. And this Ontario House, it had 3 taps. It was Jenny Beer, or it was Jenny Light, Jenny Beer, and a Jenny like Bach, one of our seasonals.
No
That's the
shit.
only 3. They didn't have any other taps besides Genesee. And it
Wow.
was this old school jazz fest type bar, tiniest bar in the world. It was the coolest thing in the world.
wow.
Every seat was falling apart. You could barely sit down, but it was awesome. But they called it. I'm almost positive it was the Ontario House.
Are you guys drinking the?
Did you buy a Magic Hat?
Easy miles.
You did?
Easy miles.
What do you think of it?
Delicious.
It's a good
Yeah.
beer. Yeah.
Give
It's
Ryan-
5.4%, so you could have a bunch of them.
And it's mild.
I want.
Yeah, very mild.
Get on the mic. Give him the mic. I want Ryan's official review.
Get on
say
the
it
mic,
into the
my
mic.
man.
What's that?
Your official review of the beer, of the Magic Hat.
This is an IPA, right?
It's a hazy pale ale, so it's like a
Hazy
light
pale.
IPA basically.
That's exactly what I was going to compare it
Yeah,
against.
yeah.
Dude, come on. You're stealing my words.
Sorry.
This is actually my first Easy Miles.
Yeah,
It is easy.
it came out last week, so
Really?
you're pretty much. This is the first
new
keg
one
that
you
really
were
went
telling-
out.
This
Yeah,
is the new one he was telling me about.
Yeah.
It's really good. Really well done. Mild, delicious. You can definitely have a few of these without getting too weird.
Yeah,
Doesn't leave
yeah.
that with like the extra hops. Like it doesn't get you super like dry in the mouth either.
exactly. Yeah,
Keep you
this-
drinking even more.
all citrusy style hops.
Yeah.
It's Mosaic, Amarillo. Those are the 2 hops, so they're both pretty citrusy. It kind of keeps away that aftertaste that some IPAs have.
delicious.
Are the ones that give you the
I
bad breath
recommend it.
after.
2 thumbs up and 2
All right,
Well, there you have it. So,
5-star review. He just said it was
got
the
a
best
5.
beer he's ever had.
yep.
Please buy more. I need to keep a job.
Keep buying it. I
But
think
it is. It's a great beer, and we're you heard it here first. We're just about the first people out here to have it.
Yeah, it came in last week. I haven't seen any orders go out. I had to deliver this one because
Yeah.
Derek was on vacay, but so I think I might have delivered the first Easy Miles in Buffalo. Hopefully it becomes
yeah.
the biggest beer in the world, and then I look like a king.
Yeah, right.
you were there first. Yeah. I think at a certain point in the night, a lot of these old timers, when they go, give me another Labatt, you go, yeah, sure, totally. And then just fill that up.
Yeah,
And they'll
that's
be like,
it.
this one tastes really good.
Yeah, it's that Canadian Pilsner, that Canadian
Yes,
hop. in
exactly.
there.
Yeah, exactly.
They always say the 25th one tastes better. Yeah. Well, that's exciting, man. And we got a lot of stuff back here.
We still got a
people-
full case of glassware out here.
full case of
Yeah.
glassware. People will be buying it. You got the tickets. We got a hoodie, right?
Yeah,
We got
hoodies
these,
Yeah.
dude. These slap koozies. I'm a big fan of.
in the slab koozies.
Yeah.
It's
Slab
like
koozies are great.
If you remember those bracelets
In the
from back
90s.
in the day that girls
Yeah.
had, yeah. And you slap
It's
it
a
on your
koozie.
wrist. It's a
You
koozie.
slap it around a can.
You slap it around a can. That's brilliant. Kitschy marketing.
I feel like Thor.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's designed to make you feel like Thor.
It can also be armor. If you get in a bar fight, you take it off your beer and slap it on.
Yeah.
It's like, let's go. That's good. All right. Well, Captain's Jug of Thoughts. Let's take a quick break. I'm going to go take a leak, and we're going to keep trying to promote this up and down the bar.
Yep, we're gonna push everything here, and we'll keep it going.
Yeah, go drink a bunch of Magic Hat.
Yep.
All right.
This is the Captain's Jug of Thoughts podcast. Recorded at the Ontario House. The Stone Jug.
Back.
We are back.
We are back. Captain's Jug of Thoughts. You said the second wave is coming in. It is. Now I'm in the same seat. I'm looking down the bar. Totally new cast of people.
Yeah, we have a totally new cast of people. 15 minutes, 20 minutes.
So go buy some Magic Hat.
Yeah.
Get your entry forms.
Everybody listen. Go get a Magic Hat. Get an entry form. Win some Sabres tickets. Get a glass.
Yeah, come on back and get a glass, everybody.
Free stuff.
Yep.
Louder. I guess if I go any louder, it's going to get... Yeah? Yeah.
So people are listening.
They can hear us.
Yeah, some of the people are actually listening now.
The louder I get, the more feedback I'm getting.
Yeah.
They know. We'll fill them in.
They know what to do. Nicole's got it under control.
Yeah. You got the bartender dictating what's going on.
Yep, she's telling everybody what they have to buy.
I think she'll convince them.
You don't want that. You
Dude,
gotta
the
get one of
bartender
these.
is your secret weapon when it comes to selling beer.
Absolutely.
If you get a bartender on one of your products, they'll easily push it as much as they can.
Yep.
All you
yeah.
gotta do is give them a T-shirt or something. Very grateful. We're legally now not allowed to pay them or incentivize them anymore.
Yeah, it's like payola, like old radio stations in the 70s.
Oh, we used to be able to, for certain accounts, we'd like, maybe we could edit this out, but we could, we were able to like buy like a 50-inch
Hypothetically.
TV. Yeah.
I heard...
We'd keep track of which bartender sells the most beer and be like, this TV's for you.
Right.
Like Paulie and the
Not
Sopranos.
anymore, yeah.
Just like,
Seriously.
there's a TV in your driveway. Well, now it's here.
Yeah. Thank you for pushing our beer. Well, they knew it, and then they, supported the brands. That's how a lot
I just
of
make the
brands got built.
delivery.
Right.
That's how a lot of brands got built back in the day. It was bartender owner incentive. If an owner gets, Labatt, I'm not going to say a name, but he's one of our VPs now. But when they first introduced Labatt into Buffalo, it was just him. It was him selling against the Molson guy who actually works for us now. But it was just them two, and it was constant, like, hey, if this account, everybody pushed Molson and Labatt because these guys were in the area, and they know if an account sells a lot of product, they're going to take care of them. They're going to send them to whatever trip they want. They're going to buy them whatever they needed. But with SLA and stuff now, we can't do any of that.
Right.
But so you can have a free glass. No purchase necessary. I'll take an easy math. Put it on my tab, though. I got yours, too.
So, so a lot of people are actually out there are drinking the Easy Miles, and they are loving it.
Yeah, I noticed it.
I've been hearing good reviews.
Yeah, my buddy Joe out there, he drinks whatever IPAs we get, and he's like, man, this is really good.
And it's just sessionable, so you could just have a bunch of them.
Yeah. So.
It's a good beer, and even the guys that are drinking domestics,
beer.
it's a good beer in between. Like if you're a domestic drinker, you like your pilsners, your your lagers, but you like a little bit more flavor. This is perfect for you. I mean, it's not overpowering. It doesn't offend anybody, which is a big deal because the 1% of beer. I don't want to say nerds, but the guys that are super into craft beers, they'll even enjoy this one. The guys that like the milkshake sour IPAs, you can't even.
Are there guys like that who go they go to like the harshest ones and they drink it and pretend they like it so they can be cool?
That's how I was for a while. I just acted like I liked everything, and then I started actually liking them, and it was like, okay.
You come around to it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, this is good now. Now that I've had it 20 times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, IPAs. When IPAs started coming out, they were nothing. Everybody was like, "What is this bitter beer that's ruining my mouth?"
Right.
And now it's the number one beer, basically.
Yep.
I mean, obviously, except for domestics, but the number one craft beer is IPA.
Yeah.
If you don't have one on, you have to have one on.
Yeah, you pretty much have to have one.
Yeah.
Yeah, we always have to have one here.
Yeah, for sure.
At least one.
What do you got on? What
Well, we just took the Southern Tier.
So Southern Tier IPA. That's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And now you
We
got
just
the
took
Easy
that
Miles.
off to put the Easy Miles on. The keg just kicked.
Yeah.
It was perfect timing, actually. It kicked right before you got here. I was like, wow, that was really weird.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
So, so that was an easy transition. And, people are loving it. And, I mean, as I said before, we sell a lot of Circus Boy here. So, people love the Circus Boy.
Again, it's all the Magic Hat beers. They're really, the guys that are brewing them now, we got, 7 different brewers over there now, and they're all just collaborating. They're making some really good stuff. but we're just falling under the radar because we were not the first, but we were one of the big ones in the beginning, and then everything just took over, and now it's whatever's local, whatever's this. And,
Right.
I mean, obviously our brewery in Vermont, they do really well with the local stuff. They do what's the New Orleans Mardi Gras. They do a huge Mardi Gras in Vermont, and it's all Magic Hat sponsored. And one of these days our company will send me there too. But the guys before me got to go, but not me.
Well, one day you'll go.
Yeah.
One day.
I got to sell more.
You'll get the call.
Yeah.
We're
We're gonna do our best here to help you.
Yeah, well, you should. Yeah, send Bill to Mardi Gras.
There we go. We'll put that on a poster.
Yeah, there we go.
Drink Magic Hat, send me to Mardi Gras.
We do fundraiser. We always said that, like, for trips we want to go on. We do like a fundraiser, and people are like, "Oh, is he sick or something?" Like, no, he wants to go to Mardi Gras.
Yeah.
You donated. We didn't.
I
say
donate
anything.
to most of that stuff. It's like, oh, this guy wants to go have a good time. I'm going to give him $10.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Not $10. I'm too poor.
You're bringing joy.
I'll give him a couple bucks.
I'll give him the tip we're going to give her.
If you get extra, bring me.
Yeah, so there's these events all over. I mean, you were telling me you just went to Philly. Like, there's these events all over the place.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of conference type things.
Yeah, so
or,
every year we do a national sales meeting.
which is probably way more fun than, like, you know, the guys who, like, sell fucking stethoscopes or something. You know what I mean? Because it's beer.
Right.
Yeah.
They might make more
absolutely.
money, but you don't get to do these events. But no, I mean,
they don't have them at ping pong halls or fun places.
They're wild. I mean, we got, when I started, our first one was in Cleveland. The one before that was in Pittsburgh. And Cleveland was great. Bars were awesome. You know, they know everyone's coming in, so all the bars deck out with all of our beers. So when we're hopping around town, because we have all these events like after the meetings and stuff, but we don't have to go to them. A lot of people like to just go explore the cities. Then we did it in Buffalo last year. I mean, we had all of Chippewa decked out. We had all of Allen. We had buses taking people to the falls. We had buses literally going every single day, just taking shuttles of people to the falls every day. Because, you know, the people out west, when they come out here, that's what they want to see.
Oh, absolutely.
yeah.
And then we had the whole alumni plaza by the arena. With it was really cold last year in that October week that we had. But it was all insulated, heated tents. We had Strictly Hip playing. We had samples of all our beers. We were releasing the new brew house that we opened in downtown Buffalo.
Right.
So everybody got to do a tour of that because it literally opened the week of that week.
Oh, wow.
And then in Philly last week, or 2 weeks ago, we got the whole Reading terminal was completely rented out for our whole company. So we had like a Magic Hat number 9 breaded chicken. Every single food stop we had some type of our beer included in it.
Yeah, branding.
We had the whole place. Yeah, we had the whole place closed down for us, and they just free food. It was awesome.
That's pretty bad. Yeah, the perks, man.
Yeah, and we all get very torn up. We got to be up at 8 a.m. for meetings all day long.
Yeah,
but we're hosting our
check out the Liberty
distributors.
Bell.
Exactly. Yeah. And, even the distributors out west, they all come out this way, and we got to host them, and we take them out, and we wine and dine them, make sure they focus on our brands. So,
Nice.
Yeah, that's part of it. That's fun. That's a fun life.
That is a fun life.
A lot easier for me when it's out of state than in Buffalo, because there's a lot of work prepping for those people to come in town.
Yeah, you got to throw the party.
Oh, yeah.
You got to host
we got
it.
our CEO who lives in Buffalo now. He's got to make sure everything tip-top shape. And
you got to get, it's Vermont-based. Is there any sort of fish tie-in? Because we always talk about fish on this show.
Yeah, we talk about fish.
Really?
The band Fish.
Fish is from Vermont, and they have a big following out there. And then isn't Ben & Jerry's from Vermont?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
They have the fish food. You got a fish food IPA.
I didn't realize you guys were
something.
fish fans. Magic Hat never did anything with fish, but they did do a music series. They released it 2 years ago, and now it's kind of a big deal, but it's seasonal. It's the Dropkick Murphy's beer.
Oh, okay.
So the Dropkick
that'll
Murphys
sell.
actually help. Yeah.
I hear their fans like to have a beer.
Yeah, and the thing
Maybe
is,
two.
none of those guys actually drink.
In the band?
The whole band.
Really?
They're all sober. But they helped brew the Dropkick Murphy's beer. It's a pub ale, so it's a brown ale. Awesome beer. It's one of I kind of like those dark, heavier style beers. But so we had the Dropkick Murphys release a beer, which obviously came out like springtime for St. Patty's Day and stuff.
Yeah.
And then we had the ex-ambassadors do an ex-pale ale because they're from Ithaca, New York, so they were kind of a local band.
Okay.
So we had an ex-pale ale, and now I don't know if it's 100% yet, but they have a Grace Potter beer coming out. But they never did anything with the fish.
That's
I'm surprised.
One, yeah.
I didn't know they were from Havana.
That's
either.
funny that everyone in Dropkick Murphys is sober. I didn't know that.
I didn't.
I don't know if everybody. I know the lead singer and the guitar player, because they actually in Buffalo, Dropkick Murphys actually came and played 3 songs during our meeting.
Oh, nice.
Because we were releasing the beer. So.
Yeah. Kiss Me, I'm Shitface is one of the greatest drinking songs
Rose
of
Tattoo.
all time.
I love Rose Tattoo. Kiss Me, I'm drinking song, yes.
Kiss Me, I'm Shitface.
Yeah, Rose Tattoo is one of my favorite songs by them.
Hey, I host a podcast at a bar about drinking, and I don't drink.
Yeah.
That's funny.
That's true.
Yeah. I'm sure you guys, ask your accounting
Yeah.
department. About 5 years ago, you guys probably saw a major drop. And you're like, what the fuck is happening? Something's not right here. That was me.
It's not always
Sorry.
a bad thing. You know, we don't always want to promote it, but
I'll make it up. I'll buy T-shirts or something.
yeah, there we go.
Yeah, it's a tie-in, and I'm just saying, you get that hooked up. You guys do a little fish thing, and you want a couple of jamokes to do a live broadcast.
There we go.
Yeah.
This
I
is
wish
all
I had
for-
that kind of play. I would
this is
totally choose
all
fish.
for us
or
to
Mo,
have fun.
because I know the
Yeah.
owner's son is a Mo fan.
Yeah, I'm a Mo
Wow,
fan. Mo's about to do
There
3
4
nights in
days.
Buffalo.
Oh,
yeah.
3? Yeah, Town Ballroom.
Or maybe
yeah.
it's 4. I
Yeah.
don't know. Well, the Thursday night, I'm playing at Stamps. Thank you to everybody who came out to that. So I will be playing at Stamps while Mo's playing. That's great. This will be fun. I'm sure this will be a fun show.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, hometown heroes. Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah.
You get creative and play to regions. People like to wear
Yeah.
their team's colors. You know what I mean?
It's,
And they have
that's literally the beer industry right now. It's
Yeah.
all regional.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't get Labatt down. I mean, you can in Bill's Backers bars, but
do they
you can't
still
get
have
Labatt
those
around.
silos painted like giant beer cans?
Yeah, they just redid them.
Did they?
last
Really?
month?
That's
Because we redid our logo. You have to redo your logo pretty much every 3 to 5 years.
Yeah.
So we redid ours. And then they redid the
kinda
cans. The cans are very expensive.
keeps it
though.
fun type
Yeah.
of thing.
Yeah.
It keeps
I mean, that's like $1 million
yeah.
Yeah.
of work to read because we had
Oh
to.
my God, yeah.
You got to refurbish those silos before you paint them.
Yeah. I always wanted
it's
to
all
make like
marketing.
I don't know.
Those when you guys had the when they did like the Sabres beers.
Yeah. The power play. Do you remember the power play?
I don't know the
was
bottles
it
though
for?
that they had like almost like it was like a plastic cover or something.
Oh yeah. It was a wrap,
Yeah.
and we do the Sabre, and bartenders hated them.
I hated them.
Yeah, because they couldn't tell how much beer was in them, but they actually upticked our sales during the Sabre season. And we were actually they were talking about doing them with the Zubas because we had the rights to the Zubas. We did the Labatt Zubas cans.
This is the Captain's Jug of Thoughts podcast. Recorded at the Ontario House. The Stone Jug.
We could start fighting. That's usually
Yeah.
how Howard Stern ends
Yeah,
up.
you got to start a staff fight. Start
Somebody
a staff
is gonna
fight.
get stabbed.
All right, we're fighting through the interference. I don't remember. Well, what we were talking about right now was Thanksgiving Eve. We got a fresh pack of posters right here. Friendly Phoes at the Jug, classic Phoes show. We're gonna do 3 sets. Second set is gonna be all Prince.
All Prince.
Having a purple party.
That's exciting.
Yeah. It's
I
gonna
love
be cool.
Prince. I love Prince so goddamn much. And we're playing like the hits, the ones you know, a few fan requests, a few of my own personal favorites. But we were trying to think of Thanksgiving theme songs.
Yeah, we were trying, and
There's
all
a
we were
few.
doing-
I'm gonna squeeze a
That's,
few
uh,
in.
There's
I
a
mean,
couple.
there's the Adam Sandler.
Yeah, he does have a Thanksgiving song.
Otherwise, I don't
oh,
know
there
any
you go.
other ones.
The Caps had the Cranberries. That's pretty clever. My
Okay.
dad,
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know how I didn't think of it. My dad last night was like, "What about Cold Turkey by John Lennon?" I was like, "Motherfucker." I didn't think of that. So-
there you go.
So I'll squeeze a few of those in. But regardless, we're doing Prince. You're gonna like
We
it.
were thinking, Smashing Pumpkins and stuff
Smashing
like that.
Pumpkins is one, yeah. So that's the 27th, right?
Yes.
Thanksgiving Eve. Big,
Yep.
it's
Wednesday the 27th.
Big party night
That's
out
our
there.
push week.
Y'all hear that out
That's
there?
where We got to work. We kiss our wives goodbye and say, "I'm out
Yeah.
for the whole week. You won't
Really?
see us." Yeah. We have these depending on the holiday, like the 4th of July. The end of June, we have 2 easy weeks, and then it's basically 100 hours for that whole push week.
Right.
And then we get to take like 2 days off the following week. It's the same thing with Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Thanksgiving Eve is such a big deal now.
Such a big deal.
It's
It
really,
is.
it's not as big of
Why?
a deal for beer anymore. That's just when everyone comes back
Everyone's
home.
back in
It's
town,
the first,
right?
It's the first time they're coming back home for the holidays.
Right.
Before like Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
And you know what?
Because I live in Hamburg, it's a little different. I mean, there's every single bar you just cannot get into. I don't even go out anymore. I'm
Yeah.
working half the time, but
Yeah, I usually, if I'm not playing, I avoid those nights.
yeah.
'Cause it's
Well,
just-
the
it's-
the Deweys and stuff you can get
Yeah.
on those nights is really.
See, I work that night every
yeah.
year.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the
For 20,
tips.
for 20 years, I've worked that night
yeah.
every year.
Absolutely. Yeah.
If I'm not, like if I don't have an activity, I don't want to just stand at a bar not drinking while everybody's getting completely blitzed.
I mean,
And
don't
they're
get me
all
wrong.
just-
I love getting completely blitzed.
Sure.
But that night, it's typically me driving the wife, so
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
it's not as fun.
You're trying to
I gotta
make
stand
sales.
in the corner of a bar. Yeah, I'm just trying to get people. I'm just trying to get people to drink our product and not all the other stuff
Yeah.
on that.
What are you drinking there? Why are you drinking that
A
shit?
Bud Light? Come on.
Yeah.
Live a little.
Some local beer because you're back at home.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Well, that's what's nice about Labatt. I mean, when people come back into town, that's the beer they
Yeah.
buy.
Oh,
We do a lot of
absolutely.
Labatt holiday seasonal specials for like our Tops and Wegmans displays where, when they.
I saw the sled. I saw the sled in your
You saw
car.
the sleigh? Yeah, the sled in my
sleigh,
car.
whatever.
Yeah, sleigh, sled, whatever.
Yeah.
We even do that with on-premise bars. I mean, it's you come in, you say, hey, you're back home, you buy Labatt. I mean, when you go to a Bills game out of state, that's what you drink. Nashville, one bar ordered 1,000 cases and ran out before the game.
Wow.
1,000 cases of Labatt. Just because people, they're going there, it's a Bills game, they drink Labatt, but then when they come here, it's like they stop drinking it.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
It
They want to taste
It's
a
all-
home.
yeah.
Then when they're home, they're like, I'm home.
And I mean,
Yeah.
Labatt really, because, like we own the importing rights from Canada. But in Canada, Anheuser-Busch actually owns it, Labatt.
Uh-huh.
We own the rights to import it here, and our headquarters are all downtown Buffalo and Rochester. So,
Right.
I mean, we're pretty much a local brand. I mean, you can't get us really anywhere else except the Northeast.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Like you said, regional.
Yeah, it's all regional. Every beer is regional except for the big guys, but
What happened in the Bills game this week? There was a Bills game, right?
yeah, we lost.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
fucking sucked. They lost to the goddamn fucking Browns.
House money. Missed a
Goddamn
goddamn
fucking Browns.
field goal. I
Is
don't
that-
ever want to talk shit about House Cub, but
Yeah. Fuck. How they lose to a 2-6 team is beyond me.
They lost.
And I knew it was. I mean, everybody kind of was nervous going into it because
Yeah.
the Browns had so much goddamn pressure on them. They had to do something big.
There
They
hasn't
didn't even
been-
do anything big. They just beat us by a field goal.
There hasn't been
Right.
one mention of the Browns without the word goddamn, either before or after.
Browns.
No.
The goddamn Browns.
But the Browns fans are just like the Bills fans. I mean, we've been suffering
Oh, yeah.
for 20
Cleveland's
years.
the other Buffalo.
Right.
Those Rust Belt cities.
Yep.
That's.
I mean,
that's
luckily
funny.
there's still a huge hope. I mean, there's a better hope than 2 years ago when we actually made the playoffs.
Yeah.
We're
Yeah.
6-3. We got Miami this week, who's now winning. Apparently, they won a game.
Oh, finally. I do know that they
so
didn't
now
win.
I'm nervous again. though. We got
Yeah, of course.
Baltimore coming up.
'Cause
The
you don't- well,
Patriots,
I know.
Cowboys. I'm
At
scared
least
of the
they
Cowboys.
won one, because you don't want to be the
Well,
team that
Denver.
that Miami finally got their first win against
That's
you.
true.
You
That's
know,
Yeah,
they
no.
won 2 now. Actually,
You don't
They
want to
got
be
2.
that team. Yeah.
Oh, they got 2 wins?
Yeah, they're 2
good
and
for them.
They're going to lose the number 1
7
pick.
or
They keep it
whatever,
up.
yeah, they are. They suck at tanking.
They can't even tank right.
I think they just won. I think on Sunday they won.
Yeah. Well, good for them.
I don't even remember who they played. But doesn't matter.
Who
Fuck
was
'em.
the dude? Isn't that the Bills game? Who was the dude who missed the field goal in the Super Bowl? And it like ruined the whole thing.
Oh, that was
Norwood.
Norwood, yeah. There's streets named after him
I
here.
forgot.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah,
Norwood
nobody
in
lives.
Buffalo.
Nobody wants to live there.
Yeah.
forgot.
Apparently he was like a hero because he came back and faced the music.
Yeah.
And, Buffalo respects that.
Like OJ
Right.
should. Come back, OJ. Come back home. OJ had a rough week. My biggest thing about football is watching OJ's Twitter videos. They're the best.
Holy shit, they're hysterical.
Dude, hey, Twitter world,
There-
yours
there's
truly
that-
here. That's his
So-
catchphrase. Yours truly here. And then he
I-
just, this week I had a rough one, and but Deshaun Jackson, blah 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 blah
Fantasy?
blah. And, yeah.
So
And he
the
loves
guy-
fantasy.
It's fantasy.
in the I don't know if you listened to like
OJ.
103 Shred and Reagan. But there's a dude, because I'm in Hamburg, which is 10 minutes from Derby.
Those are right.
There's a
Let's
dude
start a
who's
radio
actually
war
in
with
his
them.
fantasy league from Derby.
Really?
And he calls into 103.3 The Edge and talks about what did OJ do that week in fantasy
Really?
football. Yeah.
I love
that.
And,
God.
last week he beat OJ. He was the one who
yeah?
actually beat him in fantasy football. He's in OJ's fantasy league.
He should be careful.
That's hysterical.
I know.
Oh, yeah, he's going to get...
Dude, it's
Yeah.
so funny to watch.
You don't want to
Say
piss
it.
OJ
I'm
off.
not gonna
We
say
all
it
know what
'cause this
happens.
is a podcast.
I'm a fan of the Juice. I think Juice needs to come back to Buffalo. He will be welcome.
I agree.
As soon as he's legally allowed to leave
100%.
Nevada.
Except
Yeah.
the Kardashians are actually his fault.
Yeah.
Did you ever see that conspiracy theory?
Well, I mean,
I don't
they're
know the
tied into the whole thing.
Yeah.
And her dad.
There's some theory coming. There's a theory that I've read, and
Isn't
I
that
cannot remember, so I can't say it. But whatever he did was the reason how the Kardashians became famous. Because,
Yeah,
you
because
know,
their
his
dad
dad was the trial
lawyer,
attorney. Yeah.
And
Right.
that whole Bronco chase was kind of the birth of reality television, and they just.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, those Armenian girls struck oil and
So it's
went
the
with it.
Buffalo Bills' fault.
Yeah, they should have kept him.
Goddamn. Buffalo Bills.
Yeah, but the Twitter, because I can picture it. Like, his dream was that when he was old and retired, he was going to be like how Troy Aikman is on like the NFL every week, and he's in the suit and he's talking and giving play-by-play.
Right.
That was his dream, and he was going to get paid $50 million a day to do that. And then, the whole LA thing happened. That's what he calls it, the LA thing.
Yeah.
And now he's in the
The
in the
LA
back
thing.
of a dive bar in Nevada with it literally looks
Is
like
that
us
where
right
he's
now.
at?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like he's sitting in the back of some bar just giving his play-by-play to his Twitter followers, which is just us watching it going, holy shit.
I bet you they pay him, though.
And like in his head,
they
I think
might.
he's pretending to be like an analyst.
I'm going to go back to the beer industry again. Do you know how many people we pay now that have huge social media followings instead
Yeah.
of paying for commercials?
Oh yeah,
That's what we do.
Influencers.
Instagram influencers, we pay them, or we don't even have to pay them for like X bills. We'll send them a bunch of like free shit, like Zuba's gear, which we don't do Zuba's anymore, and they'll just post about it, and you'll
Yeah.
get 3 million people seeing your Labatt Zuba's gear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's where it all goes. We have the pure.
Why don't
we
you
have
do the Zubas anymore?
It was a 5-year. It was a 5-year contract with
Oh.
them, and when we release them during Bills season, we see a big spike in Buffalo. But we did them with like New England, we did them with Philly, Pittsburgh. We did a bunch, and
Oh,
you
it's a
don't
Buffalo
see it.
thing.
It's a Buffalo thing. So
For sure.
it wasn't really worth the money to
Oh,
keep.
okay.
And it cost a lot of money because
feel like
you
I
know the
haven't seen
wrapped
Zubas
Sabres
in a
bottles
while.
that you hate.
Yeah.
We were actually going to do those with Zubas, but in order to do like a whole production run of those wrapped bottles, it cost about $200,000.
Oh, okay.
It's real expensive to wrap it, and the
Well, good. I'm glad
bartenders
you're not
hate
doing
them.
it.
And the bartenders hate those bottles. But
Oh, I fucking hated them.
do you remember those bottles?
What were they?
Yeah. You could never see how much beer.
They put a wrap like on the bottle, so you
Sabres
can't see how
wrap.
much beer is in it.
Okay. All right, I got you.
So all night, people
Yeah.
are like, "Oh,
Yeah.
hello," and
Yeah.
I'm like, "Fuck off."
and
I know
But
what you
normally,
mean.
like,
It's like a plastic shrink wrap type of thing,
You have
right?
a strip.
yeah.
You need a clear strip.
That's what they needed. They needed that's
A clear
right.
strip where you
That-
could, yeah.
Yeah.
And we've
that's all
talked
you
about
needed.
that all the time, but that's another technology. That's
Yeah.
it. It's another technology.
They
to put
couldn't
the
figure
strip-
that
I swear to
out.
God, it cost $200,000 to wrap these bottles.
just
and
make
they
a three-
They couldn't put a strip in it for another $50,000.
Well,
But, I mean, because our
maybe
runs
for
are-
$25,000 less, you can just make 3/4 of a wrap, and then it'll be fine.
I don't know. I don't get paid enough to make those decisions. I don't know.
What about having OJ be the official sponsor, like spokesman for
Keep going back to
at
OJ.
least this show?
Yeah.
Yeah, the juice man. No, the other
OJ?
OJ.
Yeah, there we go.
OJ.
We're getting OJ to come on the show.
I would interview OJ.
You can sell some paraphernalia.
We got to do it over.
Yeah.
Maybe.
We got to
Yeah.
do it over the phone because I don't think.
Nice
he
set
can-
of knives.
No, we could get him here. He's probably got a house out here.
I think Buffalo is the place where he could be accepted. That's all I'm saying.
He would
We're
be.
very accepting
He
people
would
here.
easily be upset.
He
Yeah.
was the Bills. He did a lot of good for
I
that
would.
team.
I'd ask for his autograph.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'd ask
yeah.
for anybody's
Can you
autograph.
write
Right.
it in ink, please?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not a big sports guy, but I'm sure you love the Naked Gun movies.
Yeah, they're great. And it's
Naked Gun movies.
the most ironic shit in the beginning of the one is like OJ in like a mask and gloves, like sneaking onto that boat.
Yeah, I know.
And you're like, wow, this is for. Hey man, can I keep these gloves? There you go. Yeah, we should do an official line of OJ gloves that just don't quite fit.
Oh, 100%.
I know. I'm back to the OJ. Well, I can't because every week.
Yeah,
Well,
extra larges are really larges. Larges are really mediums.
you put them on, you're just shaking your head. Well, there was the one like right before the football games, he does his video. Hello, Twitter world, yours truly here. And he's like, I'm really looking forward to the games today. I'm very excited. I got good players in my lineup and blah, blah, blah. And then like a couple hours later, it goes back to him and he's got like 3 empty wine glasses in front of him. And he's like, this defense don't know how to catch, man. They don't know how to play. And he's like all mad. I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ. And like behind him is just some dude slumped over the bar, like looking back like, is that OJ?
I better keep my eye on him.
Yeah, big fan of the Juice.
Where is he now?
I think he's in Nevada.
Yeah,
Tim was telling us that he can't leave because that whole other thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah,
For some reason, I was thinking he was in Miami.
I don't know.
No, I think that he is in Nevada because I don't think he can leave because
That whole that
the
other
whole
thing.
memorabilia thing.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, there's that too.
there's that too. Oh, that other one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So shout out Juice.
Shout out to the Juice. Yeah.
Come on this podcast.
Big fan. Yeah, dude. We want Juice.
We'll buy you beers.
Not even guest.
For sure.
Third mic. Come be the Artie Lang on our show. That was the thing I was going to bring up earlier about the Norwood guy. Artie, I don't know if it was an Artie joke, but I heard him tell it, was like that Scott Norwood is going to be 90 years old. He's going to be sitting in his backyard with his wife watching the grandkids play. And it's going to be sun setting, a beautiful day. And she's going to go, honey, do you want some lemonade? And he's going to turn to her and go, what do you think, I shanked it? It's never going to leave his head.
No, and that's, I mean, you got to feel for the guy.
I do feel
for
for
sure.
him. I have empathy.
And
Empathy
he was
for
a
him.
great kicker, too. That's the thing.
He was.
He had
He was a really good kicker.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, shout out to you. You're welcome to
I don't
come
know.
on the
Well,
show,
that's
too.
why you get paid a ton of money. So
Right.
Yeah.
you got to make those kicks. House money. Losing it to the Browns for us.
Yeah, I know.
Although I have no issue ever with Hauschka. I love that guy. You know, he's always really pretty damn solid. And, you know, a Browns kicker missed it earlier. I don't know about the wind. I heard there wasn't any, but
Nah.
it shouldn't have been that way. Because Dable, I mean, we have a 3rd and 3. And he Josh Allen tries to overthrow a bomb again.
I know.
And there was not one person slanting on that to get 3 fucking yards.
Yeah.
Freaking yards.
Sorry. You can,
Oh,
we
yeah,
did a
I
whole-
know.
we just
I
invited
did
a
a
murderer
podcast.
on the podcast. We can say fuck.
That's true, yeah. But that's the thing. That the 3rd and 3, he no slant plays, nothing.
I
Not
know.
even giving it to Frank Gore for 3. He throws a bomb down the. Some
I
of
know.
that play calling was just complete bullshit. Not to
The
mention
play calling was terrible.
Oh, on that the drive down, you know, what was it? It ended up becoming a 4th and 4 or whatever. But you know, they basically played to go for that field goal.
Yeah.
They played to put it all in Hauschka's hands. It was
I know.
like, what was it, 46 or? It was a long field goal. 52? It was over 50 yards because
Yeah.
Wow.
Hauschka missed his like last 4 kicks that were over 50 or something
Right.
like that.
Exactly.
That
Yeah.
still just pisses me off. I mean, Jesus,
He's
Josh
all riled
Josh
up.
Allen can
I
get
know.
4 yards. Spread them all out and let Josh Allen just get those 4
Exactly.
yards. He
I
might
know.
fumble it, but he might not. I don't know.
He can reach 4 yards.
Yeah, exactly. He can
He's
reach
fucking
over.
6'5".
Yeah, but instead he.
Yeah.
We'll get him next time.
All right.
Are
Yeah,
you
we'll get him
listening?
next time.
You listening?
Go Bills. We're going to the Super Bowl.
I
That's
hope
all
the
know.
coaches are
Go Bills.
listening.
We're winning
to
the
this.
Super Bowl every year.
Yep. Well, I've talked about how, like, when Pegula bought both the teams, and, like, the Sabres won a game and the Bills won a game, and then we were coming into Buffalo, and there's a big sign that says, "Welcome to Pegulaville."
That's right.
Yeah.
One Buffalo, baby.
Yeah.
On Buffalo.
They each won a game,
one
and you
Buffalo
guys...
weekend is when the Sabres win and the Bills win.
Yeah.
It hasn't happened in the last 2 weeks.
And they
3
changed
weeks,
the
but-
name of the city to Pegulaville.
Oh yeah.
Like, wow, you guys are right.
At least he kept them in Buffalo.
I know,
Yeah.
The
exactly.
guys that were trying to buy it were
taking to Toronto,
taking
right?
them to
Right.
Toronto.
No, can't do that.
Bon Jovi.
Fucking Bon
Fuck
Jovi.
Bon Jovi.
Bon Jovi
Yeah,
wanted to
fuck
do
Bon
that.
Don't ever
Jovi.
play Bon Jovi, you piece of
Oh.
shit.
No, never.
No,
I don't
dude.
care if you're at a wedding. Fuck them.
Yeah, you give love a bad name, you dick. Talking about us. All
And then
right.
Donald Trump tried buying them too. He was in the.
Really?
Yeah, he had money involved in trying to buy the Bills because he ended up ripping apart the Pegulas during his presidential run before he got elected for some bullshit reason. I don't remember why. He always rips somebody
We
apart.
live in a circus.
Yeah, but
Yeah, we really
he
do.
ripped apart the Pegulas for something. I don't remember what it was.
I saw a documentary on the Pegulas,
It
and his wife was like an orphan in like Korea or something, and like
Kim?
left on a street corner.
Kim?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know she had a rough upbringing because she went to like a real good school, got a really good job in his company. So
Okay.
she was like
Yeah, that's what I'm
whatever. They
saying.
were like
She came
they
from,
were
like-
in fracking, but she was like high up in his company when they met.
She came from
So
like
she actually worked her
literally
way
nothing.
up. Yeah,
like
yeah,
an
she
orphan
came
on
from-
the street. I mean, it could be. I think
I
so.
don't know. I don't know any about that. I know that like that's how they met. Was she was working for his company,
Right.
and then
built
he
herself
ran
up to
into her,
that. Shout out to
something like
them,
that.
man.
Yeah,
Big
Now
ups.
Now we're going to the Super Bowl. Kim
That's
Pegula,
right.
Yeah.
Way to go,
right
Cam.
above our offices. Don't fire me.
Go Bills. Go Bills. Shout out Hot Dog.
Billy Joel now too.
Shout
They just
out.
announced
Oh, Billy Joel's
coming
coming.
to a
Yeah.
new era,
Oh, we got to get some Billy Joel tickets to give away.
I already had like 17 text messages today, people thinking I could get them tickets. It's way too big of a concert for me to get you tickets to.
One of my favorite stories Matt LaBarber told me was like he was at a bar and watching. There was a guy playing piano. It was a piano bar.
Yeah.
There's a guy playing, and there's some like drunk dude just going, "Play piano, man.
That's right.
Play piano, man."
80s Billy Joel.
And the guy turns around and goes, "I am playing piano, man." Fucking great line. All right, shout out Billy Joel. Billy Joel's gonna come sit in with Friendly Phoes when he's in town.
Yep. It's gonna be very exciting.
Shout out Hot Dog and the new addition to the Hot Dog family.
Yeah. Congratulations again, guys. It's great.
What else, man? Magic Hat. Yeah. What does everybody need to know? You can get it. What's
Just
the beer?
please keep buying Magic Hat because it is one of the best crafted beers you could actually get in this area. It's a decent price. It's technically not local, but it's owned by a bunch of local people. Go out there, drink some Easy Miles is the new product, Magic Hat number 9. You can find that on tap at places, but if you really want a good Magic Hat, you got to come to the Jug.
Yep.
And that's
Yeah.
where you get your Circus Boy. You can get your Easy Miles. Really good crafty beers, decent price. Can't beat it.
Everybody here.
So
has
everybody
been a
come
fan.
on down.
I'm looking down the bar right now, and I'm seeing that orange tint in all the glasses.
Yeah.
Everybody's
Everyone
a
here
big
is drinking it
fan.
right
That's that Circus
Should we,
Boy Easy Miles tint.
now. Yep.
We should probably raffle off.
Yeah.
these
Should we
tickets
raffle
here,
off
huh?
the tickets now?
Yeah.
Yeah. And,
You know, when I was over there, I couldn't hear you at all.
yeah. No. The louder I turn this up, the more feedback there is.
Yeah.
I don't want it to be
So-
humming.
Yeah, it didn't really work out the way that we wanted, but
It's all right.
so we're gonna raffle that off, and then you're gonna raffle off that hoodie too, or what did you do?
No, hoodie's gone.
Hoodie's
Who
gone.
took the hoodie?
Someone took
I
the
gave
hoodie.
it to the guy who kept drinking Magic Hat.
He earned it.
He
was-
wanted it.
which
and
guy?
He had like 4 or 5 of them, so I'm like, I'm giving it to him. It was the guy who brought me a couple beers too.
Oh, all right.
He earned it. All right.
No, I gave it to
Yeah.
the guy.
Well, he just asked me, and I choke under pressure, and I just said you could have it.
all right.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go get the bucket full of tickets, and we'll raffle these tickets off.
All right. So we've got the bucket of tickets.
We had to wait for Nicole to jiggle it.
I jiggled it good.
Go ahead, Nicole.
Okay.
You pull it.
Here we go.
The winner is Chris Wilson.
Wait.
He lives at 981.
Is he here?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's right there.
Deli, come on back.
Shout out.
Hi, Dilly Dilly. Is that what you said?
No, you don't say dilly dilly.
Dilly Dilly.
That's a Bud Light thing.
That's a Bud Light thing.
It's cross branding. Can't do that.
Sorry.
Be brand loyal.
I'm having
We're Labatt and Magic Hat.
So Wilson just called
beer
me
you wanna
today.
push.
Yeah.
So Wilson just called me today. He was coming in from New Jersey. He's like, "What are you doing tonight?" And I'm like, "Dude, you got to come to this Magic Hat thing that we're doing
Hopefully
from 6 to 8." He's like, "Really?" I'm like, "Yeah, we're raffling off Sabres tickets." He's like, "I'm gonna win that shit." I'm like,
Is he in
I'm like,
town
"All right,
for,
cool." I'm
that
like, "Get
game?
your ass here."
That-
She just did the drawing. She's like, "Chris," I'm like, "Oh my god."
yeah. Yeah, you're living a charmed life, my friend.
So that's pretty cool.
Walked right into it. All right. Thank you for coming down, man.
Yeah, thanks, Bill.
Thank you guys for having me.
Everybody
Yeah, this
go
was great.
drink
Yeah.
Magic Hat. Drink a
This
lot
is
of
one
it.
of the best events I've done. I don't have to tie my shirt up
No.
or
No.
flash anybody
Next time.
to get
No,
them to buy beer.
didn't have to
but-
show anybody the nipple rings.
And I would have.
Then I would
No one
have.
asked.
It didn't come to that. Maybe
Yeah.
next time.
Yeah.
Maybe next time. But
Right.
I appreciate you guys bringing me on too.
Absolutely,
Awesome
absolutely.
event, awesome bar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, maybe we'll do it again in a few months or something. And,
Perfect.
We're
going to have new beers. We always
Yeah,
do.
when you
So,
do,
yeah.
give me a call and we'll do the same thing because
Awesome.
this was a lot of fun.
Absolutely.
We love doing shit like this. So,
Yeah.
all
Good
right.
time.
Yeah.
All right, Captain's Jug of Thoughts. Tell all your friends. Get on give us a review on iTunes. Give us a little review on the Facebook. Get active, people. Yeah. November 27th, Friendly Phoes, Purple Party at the Jug, doing a Prince set day before Thanksgiving. All right, keep that in mind.
Yeah.
All right, Captain's Jug of Thoughts. We'll see you next time.
All right. Good night.
This is the Captain's Jug of Thoughts podcast. Recorded at the Ontario House. The Stone Jug.